my machine, we deal with wide, long wood, and it just freaking like the type you find on the fucking corners and shit. Oh yeah. I just realized how bad that sound. But I work with lumber. Yes, that's the thing I do.
I tried to stop myself. I tried.
It's okay. I maintained serious space through that whole thing, even with the lag.
I see an HB cracking up. I'm just like, oh shit.
Wide, long wood, huh?
Oh yeah, wide, long wood.
I'm gonna do the Sith thing. I think this looks good to where you can't really see the bottom portion of my face.
Oh, there you go.
Is the
As long
audio
as you're
still
happy.
coming in good?
Yes.
Okay. All right then. Yes.
Well, for the thumbnail, I'm putting a Sith cloak over you.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it is October. Just give us all costumes. It'll be great.
There we go.
So we had a
Every
request
episode.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
from our biggest fan, as of yet. Her name is Rita. Hi, Rita.
Hello, Rita.
It's okay. You don't have to say anything, Michael. Fine.
It's all right.
I think what I was about to say was like a TOS violation, so probably good that you stopped me.
Anyways, she would like to know what everyone is currently watching. She's specified Netflix, but as I don't have it right now, I'm not watching anything on Netflix. Anybody?
All right, so let's get the biggest thing of the year out there, the Squid Games. That was amazing. That was
I've heard
amazing.
wonderful things.
Oh yeah. That's why I asked you guys if you've seen it earlier, was because, we should do a podcast on that because it is actually like big right now. And it's so big in fact that what is it? Netflix is being sued for millions of dollars for how popular it is and how many people are taking up internet.
Yes,
usage.
because they're knocking out internet.
Yeah. So
I don't have anything really to say about Squid Games because I haven't seen it, and I probably won't watch it until like it's in season like 4 or 5. I have this thing against people telling me what to watch, and as soon as you're all like, "Oh, you've got to watch this," I'm all like,
No.
fucking 10 years from now when it's off the air. Like, I still have never seen an episode of Breaking Bad.
It's actually really good.
Yep, and it's all because of that shit right there. Like, it's all like, I've never seen an episode. Well, it's actually really good. Like, maybe like...
Well, yeah, I only watched it after it was finished, and I didn't finish it. I watched the first season, so it was good enough to watch the first season.
did you see the movie?
I didn't finish it. Why would I watch the movie?
Oh, you didn't finish it. Yeah. No, I finished the whole
I don't
thing
give a
in its
shit,
entirety. Dude. Oh yeah. So
I mean,
while y'all are living
under
your rocks, yes, I do watch some Netflix stuff. I get down with all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, there is a Breaking Bad movie. I don't know what it's called. It's not Breaking Bad though.
Michael was telling me about what he's currently watching on HBO Max. You brought it up, so therefore I get to bring it up.
Rick and Morty?
No.
No.
Is that on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Is it?
Yep.
I think
They
I
must
get
have bought
it through YouTube. Or at least I was getting season 4 through YouTube. My brother bought me the first 3 seasons after the 3rd season was out, obviously.
Yeah.
Because he just demanded that I watched it. He like hounded me for a year, and then he finally came and visited. He's like, "I've got gifts for you," and I was like, "Let me guess, Rick and Morty seasons 1 through 3," and he's all like, "Yeah, yeah."
I ruined it.
Oh, it's like,
That's
yeah.
nice of him.
Dude, he's such a fucking nerd. Anyway, not to detract.
Hot kettle.
Say what?
Hot kettle.
Nah, that's not true.
You're a nerd. It's fine. I like that about you. Great.
Anyway, goddammit, stop detracting. You know how much editing you've just made me do now?
No, you get to keep all that in. It's great.
Keep it all in.
So
Even the frustration.
I've been watching Doom Patrol on HBO Max.
I have not seen that.
It's based off a DC comic, and it is like the first few episodes were actually really interesting. Stars Brendan Fraser. He does a lovely job. can't remember the dude that plays Larry, but he's also kind of a bigger actor. I think he was in Mad Men. Mad Men? Whatever the fuck the name of that show is. I didn't watch it either.
Me neither.
But then as it just progresses, things get cringier and cringier. And so I didn't tell Sky this part. There's an episode where there's this guy, spoiler alerts. So there's this character named Flex Mentallo, and he's this big muscle built motherfucker, and depending on what Flexi does, he can do certain things to the universe. And they're on a non-binary transgender queer street. The street is its own thing. I told you this was cringeworthy. And he does this flex, and he needs to flex one muscle, but he accidentally flexes another and causes the entire universe in that contained non-binary transgender queer street to have an orgasm.
Oh, yeah.
Even the street itself has an orgasm. Of course, the street shit is expressed by one of those wacky, wavy, blowy up plan hand.
Inflatable.
Fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, inflatable man.
Inflatable, like it fucking goes up and it's just like. I mean, this is what there's like every episode like just has this like really underlying cringe sex. Like there's like one episode called Sex Patrol. There's another episode called Finger Patrol. I mean, it's such a. But, like, I'm at the point now where it's like, alright, it was good and you reeled me in, and now you're just all, like, fucking with my head, and I can't stop it. I've gotta let you do this to me. Because childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma. It all comes back to it.
Make sure you guys check out that episode. It's in the works.
Episodes.
Coming down
We got a lot of it. Look at us.
I'm trying to reel them in with a false belief that maybe it's only going to be one episode, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, maybe I can cure this in one day. And then we're going to be all like, and we're pushing 40, and fuck no, man. When I walked in on my mom and dad having sex at age 9...
No, you're giving it away.
No, I'm not telling the entire story. I'm telling a brief moment. And I'm going to clip that so it's just a brief moment.
All right, so that show actually sounds interesting. I might have to check it out later. But one show I know that we've all probably watched. Actually, I don't know if Sky has, but I assume she has is The Witcher, and how there's a new season coming out too. You have not?
I can't wait to see it. November, right?
Didn't it say December 11th? Because Anthony X posted a lot about it. She's a fan.
Yeah. I actually got her hooked onto it. I had to rewatch like the first half of the season because she came up in like episode 6 and watched a part of it. She's like, "This looks good. Let's start it over." She's like, "Shit. All right." So definitely, yeah. You haven't seen it though. Wow.
I've got a bit of a funny story, and it's not. It's really kind of a minor story because if you don't notice it to begin with, you're an idiot. So it involves the timeline. So me and Ash were watching. We started watching it, and you know I like to get smashed. I think it's obvious, folks. I got trashed I got trashed. I got epically fucking just demolished while watching it. We went through the entire first series, just binge watched it for like, 12 hours. The next day I was like, hey Ash, why was this? You didn't catch that time jump? I was like, wait, but why is he old here but he's young here? And then, what? And so literally I forced myself to just not drink and do the same binge watch by myself. And finally I had to watch it a third time before like everything sank in. I was like, oh, like, because they don't, it's not like most things where they time jump and they're all like Mars 2059. It's just all like Spain, Italy, Rome, Italy.
Don't throw the dates or anything like that in there.
Yeah, and so like I was just sitting there watching it that first time smash, like completely all like, what the fuck is going on? Why does this dude keep aging 50 years? Why is this chick a child? What the?
Oh yeah, them. Whenever they do time jumps like that in shows and stuff like that, it's like anime too. I watch a lot of anime, and there's time jumps, and that shit just throws you through a loop. And sometimes they do it so damn good, you don't even know that they're doing it until like the very last part of the very last episode, when it all just kind of comes fumbling in together, and it just freaking throws you through one, and it's just like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of movies that do that too. I mean that's kind of like the whole like a Fight Club-esque sort of like, you know, narration of the story, or like I don't know if you've seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels or Snatch. I mean, like
good shit.
There's some directors that are just really good at like misdirecting you the entire time, and suddenly you're just all like, it was a dream. I mean, we've all caught on to it a little bit more now as it's been popularized. I don't know. I mean, have you guys seen Inception?
I have not.
Inception. I believe I have. I don't remember it though.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, and they manipulate dreams, and
oh yeah.
Then at the very end, you realize, well, he doesn't realize that he's in the dream. Like he's the one being manipulated. He's in an inception.
Oh, this week we're talking about waifus and husbandos. I said that wrong.
Waifus?
I caught it as soon as I said it. Thank you very much. Anthony, please say what we're doing this week.
Waifus and husbandos.
There we go. There will be names I cannot say. It's great. Anyway, I have this little thing about what does waifu mean. Okay? I get to read. I'm so excited.
I get to understand. I am fucking elated.
Well,
that's why I got the definition and the like history, kind of, so that we would all know where we stand.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know, I don't know what a fucking waifu is or a husbando.
All right. So there is the technical, there is the description of what it means, and then there's also what it means to like other people, because everybody does have different perspective of what
Anthony,
it is.
Anthony, shut up. This guy's trying to talk.
Well, before she starts reading, I'm just making that clear.
I got a whole thing.
Okay, go.
It's in there, I swear.
All right.
I got this off an official website.
She fucking did research.
I thought you were doing the same.
You played with wood.
I played with a lot of wood, thank you. All right. There was wood everywhere, and all the glue, all right? That shit got sticky.
So much wood. So much glue.
Your puppy's concerned for you.
No, he's not. He's deaf. He can't hear me. He's staring at a light.
He's so cute, though. Okay. All right.
Yes, serious faces, people. Serious faces. Sky, take it away.
Anyway, what does waifu mean? Waifu is a term.
What does it mean?
For a fictional character, usually in anime or related media, that someone has great or sometimes romantic affection for. Right? That's just a general definition, please. Please, okay. I have more.
Yeah. No, go on, continue. Sky, take it away!
I'm sorry. I looked up at Anthony, which was a problem.
Don't pay attention to me if you're trying to read. It's bad.
Where does waifu come from, you might ask? No, you didn't. Okay. Waifu originates as a Japanese borrowing and rendering of the English word wife. Okay? Evidence for the term in Japanese dates back to at least the 1980s, when some younger Japanese people may have adopted wife as an alternative to the gender limitations implied by the traditional term kani. Please, I don't speak Japanese. Which literally means inside the house. We need said for that word. I'll ask her.
That's a little bit, I don't know. Sexist? Can we agree? That's sexist.
1980s. We're okay, so they were dumb. We should know. We were all born in it.
They're not that different now.
True. Anyway, waifu developed a more specialized meaning in English-speaking anime and manga culture, however, in the 2000s, In 2002, anime, I cannot say this anime, Azumana Daho? I don't know.
Close enough.
Some students find
Good job, you've alienated us from all the Japanese market.
I don't speak Japanese. I barely speak English. I can't speak Japanese. It's a beautiful language that I don't speak. Plus your puppy. Anyway, I'm almost done. No, I'm not. I have like 3 paragraphs left. Some students find a photographer.
I can't help. I'm watching the dog. I'm sorry. He's rolling around.
Some students find a photograph a teacher has dropped and ask who the woman in it is. The teacher replies, "My wife," in English, which is often transcribed as "my waifu," thanks to Japanese pronunciation and translation practices. Anime fans began using waifu to refer to a character they were particularly fond of, one they viewed as being special to them. Do I sound like crap?
No.
Okay. The earliest Urban Dictionary entry for this use of the word dates from 2007, and there's evidence that the term dates back to the anime sense to at least 2006. It also spread outside the anime fandom so that characters from video games or even live-action television shows can also be called waifu. And there's a husbando part eventually. Give me a second. I'm definitely not reading everything else I printed because it's taped. The male equivalent of waifu is husbando. However, this likely isn't taken from an actual Japanese loanword, as the Japanese borrowing of husband is hazu. So, I'm going to leave it there. There's 2 more things. It's just about how much people idolize certain characters. So much so that I just watched a YouTube video about a VTuber who is in Playboy.
There's a VTuber in Playboy?
Yes, there is. Japanese Playboy.
Which one?
Which VTuber?
Yeah.
I think it's Miku?
I don't know that one.
Miku?
Yeah, it's on. I know you know who the anime man is. I don't know if you know who he is, Michael. Anyway, he put it on a second channel where he talks about how Japan's weekly Playboy put out influential females, and one of them was a VTuber.
Oh, it's female?
Yeah, Miku. It's the one with the long blue hair. It's a singer usually.
No, it's a VTuber. Right? It's a YouTuber who has the character overlay. Yeah. It's a VTuber. It's not an actual anime character.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm saying the name right. If you want to look it up.
Yeah, Miku.
Look up the anime man. He has a video on it.
Yeah, I have to check that out.
Okay, so to clarify, basically, the term originates in anime culture, but it's since been expanded upon to basically just apply to any sort of fictional character that you kind of you have an affection for, not just a like. And I guess the way to state that, ignore Jean, both of you, eyes on me.
Allergy, sorry.
All right, he's so cute.
I know, he's adorable. Anyway, but it's expanded out to any sort of fictional character that you have an affection for, and that affection goes beyond just all like, oh hey, yeah, I like that character, to more like at least in some way, shape, or form, like you actually, I guess the word would be admire.
Sometimes it's deeper than that. Sometimes it's like, oh, I want to really marry this fictional character. But a lot of times it's like, no, this is my favorite character.
Yeah, I'm not going to understand that. Like,
we're not going to go into the crazy deep where I want to marry a fictional character aspect of it.
Well,
we're not therapists.
Right.
Yeah, goddamn right. None of this is therapy, people. Fucking walk away if you need therapy. It's not us.
Or not. Maybe this will help you realize that you really need it.
Well, if it helps you realize that you need therapy, great. But, do not treat this as therapy, because it's not.
Definitely not therapy.
But like, so an example that I would give is I really like the Joker or
Right.
Joker, um, but I wouldn't say like I have an affection for him. If he was a real life individual, like I'd be all like, Batman, fucking kill him, all right? No, it's the 17th time that he's going to Arkham. This one will set. No, Batman, fucking it won't. Fucking kill him. Fucking kill him. In a video.
Lock him up in your mansion and just keep him as a toy. It's fine. Depends on how you look at that.
Fucking, I mean, whatever you want to do.
You'd probably be happy that way.
There is no way that, like, but yet I have a strong inclination towards the Joker's ideology of just chaos and, you know, letting things kind of flow. Like, you know, there's a part of me that's just all like, oh man, that sounds beautiful. Just like Tyler Durden. Fucking loved Brad Pitt's portion of that role. Simply because of how anarchical, is that a word? It is.
You're like, is it? Yes, yes.
And those are mostly my husbandos. Are just like those kind of chaotic characters. Sephiroth is another one in which like I fucking love. He wants to just destroy the world. Why? So they can go then use the world as a planet to destroy other worlds. And I think the remake is awesome, by the way. I know that may derail the conversation a little bit, so I will get back on point with simply like villains are so much sexier than heroes. And with that, I yield. Sorry, I went to bait.
That's
that works though. It works
because, like, especially I like that you don't know the culture so much, like Anthony and I do, especially Anthony. Call you out a little bit, and that you have your own take on it without really knowing about it, which is, you know, I think that's why we have this podcast, to have different perspectives. I was gonna say personalities, but obviously. I chose two, so I guess I'll just tell my favorites because I went one waifu, one husbando because Michael doesn't have a waifu. Right? Not that you could think of?
I've spoken of.
Okay. Are you sure? You're very articulate, so that's nice.
So, Aerith.
Okay,
that's a good one.
I feel like I should know, but I don't.
Aerith is go ahead.
Final Fantasy VII. She's the flower girl.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry.
And,
names escape me.
That was probably like the first memorable instance I can think of where I cried.
Was her storyline?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't care that the game is fucking like 20 years old. I'm not spoiling it. Like, Anthony knows what I'm talking about. I guarantee Anthony knows the very scene in which I was just all like, at 12-year-old me was just all like, no. Fucking no!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one hit a lot of people. Man, you don't want to spoil it because in the remaster, a lot of people are playing that for the first time. A lot of newer, younger people. So that would we would want to leave that as a spoiler if we were to talk about it.
That shit hits so fucking hard. I'm never going to spoil that for anyone. Other than, like, if you understand context clues and you see that scene and don't predict what's going to happen, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that fucking God, I'm just...
Anthony, do you know we have a visual podcast?
Yeah. I was just looking through my phone to find a picture so that I could send it to the Discord so that way you know who we're talking about.
Oh,
Wait, you can't find a picture of Aerith?
Huh?
He's looking through his pictures, I think, instead of Googling.
Yeah, I was just looking through my pictures.
Anyways, while Anthony is distracted looking for a picture for the podcast, because you guys will see who we're talking about as we talk about them. Have fun with that.
Yep, Michael. There you go.
Those are easy.
It's going to be floating somewhere around.
Even I can do those.
Floating somewhere around here.
Stop making it. He's trying to make it harder. I was just... Anyway, so my husbando is like everyone's husbando. Well, unless you haven't seen it. Anyone seen Maid-sama?
Maid-sama?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Anyway, the main male character, Tamaki.
Matsuma?
No, Maid-sama. M-A-I-D.
Maid. Are you saying Maid-sama?
Maid-sama. S-A-M-A.
Maid-sama.
Maid-sama. Anyways, I have pictures for you later. Thanks, Tamaki. Everyone loves him.
Tamaki.
He's just like...
I don't.
Perfection. Well, you would if you watched it, trust me. He's...
No, I wouldn't. You just told me that I would, so...
Yeah. No. You would like him because, he tells people no all the time. You like that. Jokes.
What is funny about this?
You tell people no.
Do I?
Well, not me, not yet, but Anthony. I'm sure.
I have never once told Anthony.
He would never tell me no.
It is and we found the joke. Never happened.
And then my waifu is Jewelry Bonnie. She's from One Piece. She's not a very important character in the story. But she can eat everything, and I like that. And she got pink
hair. Anyway, so no. I guess that would be my turn.
Yes. The juicy part of the episode, because Anthony chose this episode.
All right, so right, I am a man of culture.
You're a pervert. Just fucking. All right, now.
The Japanese term, in order to say pervert, would be hentai, which is its own genre altogether.
I know. And Anthony, if I say tentacles, I know what we're both thinking of.
Oh yeah. All right, so I chose two. One is an anime, and one is from a video game. Obviously, it's gonna be 2B. If anybody knows me, 2B is right up at the top tier. You've played Nier Automata, yeah? Have you played Nier Automata? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Making sure we're all on the same page. All right, so 2B definitely on the top tier. And there's also yes, that booty though. I love the fact in the game they actually made it to where you could self-destruct and it would completely remove the bottom part of her dress just because they had to throw that in there. Anyways, Raftalia, shield hero. She is best girl, so that is why.
I don't know that one. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen anything from it.
All right, so Shield Hero, I would 100% recommend to anybody. That's one of my favorite animes.
Recommend things to him. He's already said that he doesn't watch them.
I know. But I'm just saying if he ever gets curious and he wants to go off of something I personally recommend, that would be one of them. That would probably be one of the first ones.
Okay. So...
Awkward silence. That's a tier on Patreon. Check us out.
Yes. No, I was checking out some pictures and like it reminded me of this fucked up thing, and I'm totally gonna derail this from waifus and husbandos for a second. It reminded me of this fucked up whatever waifus, fucking waifus.
Wafers.
Stop! Wafers.
Wafers. Now we're hungry.
Right now.
Vanilla wafers.
So anyway,
banana pudding, dude.
Saw this photo of Nier Automata. Yeah, that word.
Nier Automata.
Yeah, Nier Automata. There we go. Thank you.
Welcome.
There is apparently this big thing now, and I think it's like in South America. I don't think it's like made it here yet, but you know it's going to. Where they're doing labia cleavage with their bikinis. It made sense to bring up after some of these images. So
I think you killed Anthony. You turned stupid red.
All right.
Oh,
that was funny.
Dude, it's a real thing. Look it up.
no.
Off camera, Anthony.
Off camera.
Yeah, make sure you have that thing turned to the wall, like a blanket over it.
Shit, going incognito mode.
Yes, go incognito.
All right, so back to waifus and husbandos. All right, so it is when some people this day and age, it's what you show affection for. You know, that's the original term. But some people also just go specifically on how they look or how they act, and if it's going to drive them to Rule 34 or not. And there's all kinds of different ways people look at it and call and decide what is waifu material or husbando material. And yeah, it's really evolved from how it used to be, just like, oh, you know, this is my virtual actual like person I want to marry and stuff like that. It is now just it's really on your own perspective and what you consider to be your waifu or husbando, I guess it would be to each individual person. Because there's so many people say, oh, look at all these waifus. Genshin Impact is waifu collector simulator or something like that. And I've never played it, but basically, essentially, that's what it's called. Waifu collector. That's what they call it.
Yeah. A lot of gacha games are now.
Oh, yeah. You get an anime girl on there with anime tatas, and everybody just throws money at it.
Feel free to interrupt.
Go on. He's not quite sure what.
One more awkward silence.
Awkward silence.
I'm processing, and then I get like a question that pops up, but then it's all like it leads me to like another question, and then I start processing again. I'm like, wait, so how do I want to phrase any of this? Because I feel like I've led myself into a world of pure imagination.
Love that song.
And
it's the best world.
What was that?
I said it's the best world.
Best world.
Oh.
Oh, I heard Anthony. That's because deep down, my husbando is Anthony.
He is a character of himself for sure.
Oh yeah.
I guess if I'm to understand it, I love the characters that I write, and so I guess I could filter it through that lens. Like, I mean, I guess I don't love the characters I write, but I like most of the characters that I write, even if, like, you know, it's just some sort of, like, terrible character, or it's some sort of virtuous character. And so, I mean, I guess I kind of get that, I guess, and as any fan of some sort of fictional genre would have to be, you kind of have to fall in love with at least one of the characters in a story, otherwise the concept never really holds for the entire story. So, like, I don't know how much reading you guys do and how much, like, it would overlap, but I've read Fight Club. I love the book Fight Club. I think the movie was pretty good, but, like, I actually fell in love with sort of the narrator character and just kind of how he's portrayed. There's a vampire story, and I was going to include the main character as one of my husbandos, but I didn't because whatever. It's called Agyar, and it's by Stephen Burst. But the way he portrays vampires in it, like, there's kind of a lack of romanticization, but yet, like, it like builds to this really huge romance. And I'm not a romantic guy. I'm not really an emotional guy. Fucking beautiful. Also, in saying that I'm not an emotional guy, I cry all the time at stupid fucking stuff.
Not emotional except for all the times you mentioned earlier in this episode.
Yeah, I've suppressed all my emotions to the point where, like, you know, Anakin...
He's
like,
not IRL emotional. He's fictional emotional. I get that.
Everything just goes
Books
back
make me cry. Real life makes me...
Oh, yeah. Everything really does go back to childhood trauma.
Damn it.
It does.
I think we just want that episode so bad, but we've got to wait. We gotta bait him in first.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And it's getting clipped. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Every episode we bring this up, it's just building that up.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just gonna clip every time we say childhood trauma, and then that'll be the beginning of the episode. Childhood trauma, childhood trauma,
Dude,
childhood
trauma. I created an algorithm, so it's just gonna be really easy to find. It just points it out every time. It's all like, hey, they said it.
5 times.
Which, by the way, over 2 episodes, we have a running average of 5,000 times. So, guys, maybe tune it back a bit. We don't need that much content in the first couple episodes, but...
Gotta let them know they're in for a wild ride.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, why doesn't your hair look purple? Because me and Sky's does.
Yours only looks purple because of the light, and there's not much of it, so... My hair...
If you'd like, I still have dye
Take off
left.
your
You
hat.
can come and get it.
I need to cut my hair, actually. See, I ain't got much of it either. Actually, I think our hairlines are almost the same, if I like... Holy shit, they are!
The thing is,
Why
I
do you
have to
think
put
I'm
up
so
with.
attracted to you? I just want to fuck myself.
Right? It's almost, yeah.
Every day.
That's exactly what it is.
Anyways.
Do you want me to have good audio quality? Fucking stop fucking coming up with shit for me to fucking reply to. Just get to your fucking outro, alright?
Shit, sorry.
Anyway, support us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/chitchattnt.
Links will be... Oh, wait, I think her camera froze. All right, so links will be down in the description
Your
down below.
camera froze. Did you hear what I said?
Oh, I saw HB, but like you totally froze on mine.
You two froze on mine, so... Shall I start over? If you like what we're doing, please support us. Support me, please. Those two are just extra. We also all stream on Twitch. Anthony and I under This and That Plays, and Michael under Hero Bastion. Links are in the description. We have a YouTube channel called This and That Plays as well. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel and that channel. And follow us all on Twitch. And then Patreon. Patreon.com/chitchattnt. All one word.
Spotify and...
Anything else?
And Anchor?
Oh, yes. Sorry, he came close to his mic. Do you need to say anything?
No.
Okay. Cool. Also, if you want the audio version and you're watching this on YouTube, we are on Spotify, Chit and Chat with This and That, and Anchor, Chit and Chat with This and That, until I can figure out Apple. It defeated me the other day when I tried to figure it out. It defeated me.
It failed you. As Apple always does.
But like, I did everything it said. Never mind. So anyway, this has been our episodes on waifus and husbandos. And if you want bonus content, I really recommend the Patreon because the things you don't see. Or hear.
It's gold.
Oh my god, he says so much